Good morning. It is Monday. It is raining. Very gloomy, tired vibes, comfy vibes. As you can see, I'm like no makeup queen with hoodie on. That's very much the energy today. Very restful energy. Ooh, wow. A little bit chaotic. With the cards flying everywhere before I even start the reading. So let me shuffle one more time before I start. We'll do a, what do you guys need to know and to hear today? I'm immediately having a hard time getting comfortable. I don't know if maybe you're feeling like a little, just like on edge, maybe. Ooh, see? Chaos. It's a very chaotic energy. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. So these all four came out together. And Just Got Paid is on in the background. This song Just Got Paid. The immediate energy I'm getting with this is you're feeling a little bit disenfranchised is the term that's coming to mind. Like you're feeling a little bit like whatever you're pouring into isn't worth it. So I feel like you are ready to make some sort of a rapid change. Because you've been feeling this like meh, like ennui, it came to mind. Ennui energy, like meh, bored energy, and you are tired of fighting through, and like you want to just, you're tired of I guess fighting what it would take to change this. And you're wanting to just enter into flow state. So instead of, staying, it's almost like it's taking a lot out of you to stay stuck. Like it's taking a lot out of you. This is going to sound like it doesn't make sense, but it's taking a lot out of you to keep going the same old ways. Like keep going in the same old circles, even though like it's almost more exhausting to not change at this point. It's more exhausting to not make a change than it is to make a change, which is maybe something that's flipped since you started this journey or whatever. Like maybe before it was easier, the reason why you didn't make any changes was because it was easier to it just felt like the most natural, like easiest path. Like maybe you thought you were taking the path of least resistance here, and then you found out that it wasn't. So this came out in reverse with Justice in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and Two of Cups in reverse, and Ace of Swords in reverse. Wow, with the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And these are almost mirroring each other if you look at the spread here. Like, why not? This is like a topsy-turvy reading anyway. Yeah, like you haven't spoken up about something is what I'm getting. And it hasn't been fair that you've kept this in. Like it, and maybe what the thing you haven't spoken up about is an injustice. Like you've been kind of holding your tongue about an injustice, and it's causing you to be in the Lovers reverse energy and the the Two of Cups reverse energy, because it's knocking, not speaking up is knocking you out of alignment with your soul, but also just with love in general. Like it's really taking you off your path here. What else? What else do we need to know? Tell me more about why you've been quiet and why it's put you in such a dense energy, because this doesn't seem like a good place to be. Four of Wands. What about the Four of Wands? I mean, I think it's clear that because achieving this Four of Wands would have required you to give. So this is the Six of Pentacles. And it's interesting that the scales are in this card as well. It almost feels like you weren't willing to give what you needed to, or you were breadcrumbing. Like with this breadcrumbs, you were only willing to give so much, and it wasn't it was just a little bit. And this person, they're like begging. You wanted I don't like this energy at all. It's almost like maybe the scales weren't balanced because you weren't giving what you knew you were capable of giving. You were only giving little scraps, and you were making people beg for those little scraps instead of giving your full heart. And it's knocked you out of alignment, because the person you're dealing with is Queen of Pentacles, and she is not going to beg or chase or accept less than she deserves. She's the kind of person that's like, not going to put up with any betrayal. No funny business, what I just heard. And I think you were trying to breadcrumb a Queen of Pentacles. That just doesn't, that's not going to work, you know? What else? Queen of Wands. Because on top of being the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very grounded, stable energy, this person's also a Queen of Wands. She's got the fire and the passion on top of the stability. Earth and fire. So I just heard scorched earth. So when you mess with somebody or when you kind of betray somebody by just giving them, that's in their Nine of Cups energy, that by just giving them little baby breadcrumbs, it's like, I just heard off with your head. You know, that's not gonna be sustainable. So what is the advice for you in this moment? Because I can tell you're sick of it. The Sun. To move towards the Sun. Focus on, spend some time. Maybe you need to spend some time really thinking about not artificial happiness, but true happiness. When was the last time you felt true happiness and joy? And maybe you need to list out all the things that made you feel that way. Sit down with pen and paper. What made you happy? Yeah, Ten of Swords. Because I feel like this is somebody that's healing from feeling like they've gotten stabbed in the back. Or maybe they've stabbed somebody in the back. Or maybe it's both. It's maybe I just heard karma. My shoulder is starting to hurt on the left side. Which it can't be a coincidence, because you see that's partially where he stabbed. Maybe you can physically feel this betrayal. I've experienced that before. When somebody stabbed me in the back, and it's I can physically feel in my body, pain in my back, or even Ten of Wands energy, the pain of carrying something. I feel like maybe you've betrayed and you've been betrayed, and now you're in this contemplative energy of what do I do? I've been looking for a lasting lover. I just heard that in the song. Page of Pentacles and Six of Swords. I think it's time for you to walk away from idolizing this pentacle, because the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So whatever you've been like idolizing from a material perspective, I don't know what that is. Check in with yourself. God, my left shoulder's hurting. Whatever you've been idolizing from a Pentacles perspective, it's time to walk away, because you've been like focused. Walk away from focusing so much on this and focus on the sun. Whatever the sun is to you, you know? I've been looking for a lasting lover. I honestly feel like for you, it's love. I feel like you know, with the, and especially how this card is on top of the, it's like overlaying the Two of Cups in the Lover's reverse and my spread here. It's like, I feel like you need to lean into love. Any other messages? Anything else that needs to come through? I never thought I would find you, but I found what I was looking for. Alexa, volume up. In the City in the Dark. I found it in the City in the Dark. I think maybe there's so many themes, but like I think maybe it's just like a trap, like a club mix, which is interesting because I don't really listen to stuff like this, but it's coming through for a reason. I feel like, yeah, I feel like maybe you were in this like a heavy party energy and then you found everything you'd ever wanted, but you were in the dark, and you couldn't believe it. You had a hard time even believing that it existed, so you just kept trying to focus on the same old things you were focused on before, but like it's not fulfilling you anymore. But if you found it, you know how rare it is to find the sun? Yeah, I never thought I would find it, but I found what I was looking for. That's the line that keeps sticking out. Like, it's so rare to find what you're looking for. And so like, and I'm sorry, I'm super like tired and just like feeling a little run down today. Which, you know, may be like mirroring the collective energy. But I think if you have been lucky enough to find what you're looking for, even if you were in the dark, even if you weren't ready for it, you know what I mean? Even if, in the city, in the dark, in the city, in the dark, even if it was in the city, even if it was in the dark, like that is something to be truly grateful for, because that doesn't happen for everybody. You know, some people just never find what they're looking for or never figure it out. So if you figured it out, like, I think your soul is calling you to stop fighting and to throw away the Pentacles mindset and to just move towards throw away the Pentacle mindset with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, because I don't think that's slow energy. Think about it. There must be higher love. Down in the, yeah, okay. So, without it, life is wasted time. Death, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse, and Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're ready to end this like heartbreak. You know, like you're ready to be done with like living in heartbreak. You know, I feel like you're exhausted. Like I genuinely feel like you're exhausted. I feel like you were ready for a higher love. Where's that higher love? You're searching for it. Oh, wow. King of Pentacles. But you are just you're so focused on the material realm and the material world. You're very logical, it seems. But God and a higher love and your higher purpose, that's not always logical. Yeah. I think you need to come out of rest mode with the Four of Swords in reverse, whereas maybe the person that you're connected to is actually the opposite. Maybe they need to rest because the scales haven't been balanced. And without it, life is wasted time just came through in my head. Like it hasn't, that's part of the song hasn't come on yet, but yeah, let's get some final messages because it's kind of long. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? Yeah. I mean, I think that's something that resonates with a lot of people right now, witnessing everything happening in the world. Oof, this one under the table. Death, yeah, death in reverse. I feel like it's time for you to, like certain things in your life need to fall away, but then the whole reason for that is because there needs to be this rebirth, this focus on faith, this focus on a higher love, this focus on a higher power. Because yeah, I just don't think focusing on the material has gotten you anywhere. Honestly, but you've been focused on it because we've got Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, like all of the pentacles are out here. But I just don't think it's bringing you a higher perspective, I don't think it's serving you anymore, so yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Next time I'm going to be a little bit more awake and put together, but I felt like it was important to get this message out, hoodie and all. So yeah, just I think whoever I'm talking to knows what their soul wants them to do, what they need to do. They're just ignoring it. But it's the longer you try to stay focused on the 3D and you're out of balance with, faith in God and what your higher self and higher perspective wants to do, the longer you're just going to stay in the same energy, So just know staying stuck and growing, not an option. Like you can't do one without the other. It's going to require some change and that might be uncomfortable, but that is what it is. And I know that, you're capable of doing it. You're 100% capable. You're 100% capable. So, don't let that stop you. Don't let that fear stop you. Just follow what's in your gut and your heart and your soul. Follow the sun. Follow the sun. All right.